What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the King's Lounge. Hope you guys are having a blessed day. Today is the first episode of the segment called Blast from the Past. And what I have in front of me today, guys, is the iPhone XS Max. Crazy that this phone came out in 2018, almost a 7-year-old phone. Amazing phone. Amazing phone. It does have its pros and cons. A 6.5-inch OLED display. Fun fact about the OLED display: the first iPhone to have an OLED display was the iPhone X, and that was in partnership with Samsung. Samsung makes the OLED screens for all the higher end phones from the Pro Max series and up, since the iPhone XS Max to now the 16 Pro Max. Cool thing about this phone, it has still a physical SIM card, physical SIM card tray, and you can also use eSIM. It does get the new updates, which is really good for this phone. As you guys can see there, iOS 18.2. Body completely made out of stainless steel. The difference from this iPhone XS Max to the other ones, I actually custom made this one. I used the gold frame and put a black back on it. A con about this iPhone, unfortunately, it is prone to fingerprints. It is very prone to fingerprints, as you can see. It's definitely a fingerprint magnet. So what I recommend to always put like a case on it, even with the screen. The screen is still prone to fingerprints. The battery life for being a 7-year-old phone, Apple always recommends to change the batteries. Batteries on all iPhones are only supposed to last about a year. Unfortunately, mine is at that time that I have to change the battery. As you can see, for being a 7-year-old phone, it's at 82% capacity. So when it says it's at 100%, it's really at 82% charged. And the display on this phone, the screen resolution is 2688 over 1242. It also does wireless charging. That's why hence it has the back glass, which is really, really good. The rear camera is a 12 megapixel camera. And the camera, for being a 7-year-old phone, still holds up till this day. And yes, you can still record 4K 60 frames per second, which is still really, really solid. And of course, you still have portrait mode. Oh, I never done that feature before. Wow. And it still takes really crisp photos. Really, really crisp photos. And of course, my personal favorite game, Pokemon Go. I'm always on it. Let's see if I could catch one right now. Hopefully he doesn't pop up or pop out of the Pokeball. The front facing camera is a 7 megapixel camera. And for being a front facing camera, it's a give or take. It's like a hit or miss. What's going on, guys? It's a hit or miss. And with this phone, it's both GSM and CDMA. So you get both antenna services. And again, it's not like the newer phones that they have only eSIM. The downside of eSIM, guess what? It has to be on that phone. And in order for you to transfer from eSIM to from another phone to another phone with eSIM, you got to download the SIM card. With this phone, because it still has a physical SIM card tray, all you have to do is just pop out the SIM card. is like me because I switch phones every other day. I'll use my iPhone 12, switch it to my Motorola Razr, and I'll switch it to the XS Max. Overall, guys, for being a phone that's 7 years old, it's very solid. It's a very solid phone. And would I use it in 2025 in the year 2025? Honestly, yes, I would. I really would still use it till this day. The only downside is it does not have 5G. That's the only downside. It still does get LTE, but unfortunately, it does not have 5G. But to still be used in 2025, I would recommend to go pick it up as a starter phone for like kids and for like older people as well. As a starter phone, I would recommend to pick it up. To go pick one up. And again, this is Sam over at the King's Lounge. Remember, we are royalty. Stay blessed.